This is Sam from Uniondale, and you're tuning into another edition of the Sam I Analyze Show. The Knicks have been hit with shocking news with less than a week to go. Where do they go from here? Let's analyze. A few hours ago, yesterday, Malcolm Brogdon, who was basically penciled in as one of the 10 guys in Mike Brown's rotation, out of nowhere said, you know what? I'm out. The sixth man of the year, the rookie of the year. This guy, 9 years in, 32? And I was shocked. I was shocked by this because the Knicks were trying supposedly to trade one of their young guys, whether it was Bakom Dadier or Tyler Kolek, or and this one was wild, Deuce McBride, in order to clear up space to sign not one but two vets. One guy in Landry Shamet, who I said the Knicks should retain. That's a guy who I felt that if Tom Thibodeau would have played him, the Knicks might have beat Indiana. Tom Thibodeau, unfortunately, he's done so, and now we've got Mike Brown. And my question is, with this surprising exit by Brogdon, where do the Knicks go from here? What do they do? I'll tell you one thing. I didn't want to see the Knicks get rid of one of their young guys. Bakom Dadier, say what you want. He's been struggling kind of in these, he's been struggling in the preseason. And I'll tell you a few things that I really appreciate about Bakom. One, he's 6'9". He can shoot. I think at times you can see he can defend. I think he's got the tools to be a solid player for this Knicks team. I think that he was in his own way this preseason. He was in his own head, because of the quote-unquote trade rumors. And I think now that Brogdon has said he's out, I think now he can breathe easy, because I think the Knicks, it's going to come down to now who's going to make the team, right? And I think it's going to be Landry Shamet, a guy who not only can shoot, but he can defend. I don't think it's even close between anybody else on the team that's looking to make the team. However, the Knicks have lost a playmaker, the backup playmaker behind Jalen Brunson. Or have they? Tyler Kolek, I know it was only his first full season in the NBA, but the guy, I think he's a very good distributor of the rock. I think he's a good point guard, and I think he can. He's going to be, what is he? He's only 24 years young, going to be 25 at the end of next year, this season rather, in the spring, I believe. So here's the thing with Tyler Kolek. I think Mike Brown and this new offense with all the movement involved and things like that, where it doesn't seem that the point guard is going to be ball dominant from what I've seen so far in this, in the preseason, you rock out. And say what you will, we were caught off guard. Do you think Leon Rose was caught off guard? According to reports, this was something that was brewing for weeks. And, as I was watching the preseason games and all, I'm like, he looks like, is he not, playing, with intensity and everything like that, because he knows that he's made the team and he's just conserving his play for the championship run that the Knicks are going to look to make this upcoming season? I don't know. He just hasn't looked the same. He has not looked the same. And I always said I thought Malcolm Brogdon would possibly overtake Landry Shamet, and I didn't know the Knicks would bring them both on. Brogdon averaged 12.7 points a game, 4.1 assists, and 3.1 rebounds in 24 games with the Wizards. So he probably didn't want to do this anymore. I mean, and he gets the quote of the day. He says, and this is what he says, today I officially begin my transition out of my basketball career. That's what he said. I have proudly given my mind, body, and spirit to the game over the last few decades. With the many sacrifices it took to get here, I have received many rewards. I'm deeply grateful to have arrived to this point on my own terms and now to be able to reap the benefits of my career with my family and friends. Thank you from the bottom of my heart to all who have had a place in my journey. He's out of here, man. And the Knicks, they posted best of luck in your next chapter. And then they put the clapping hand, so we'll do the same. Look, man, I'm not worried. I was surprised, but I think with the motion offense that the Knicks are running, it's almost like the point guard is not, I think the point guard is not, you're not going to see ball dominance until you get to playoff basketball. I think the Knicks are running a semi-triangle-esque offense. That's what I've seen. I didn't drop any videos on the preseason because I wanted to see what the Knicks are going to do by, the 5 o'clock deadline on Saturday. I wanted to see, is Bacom Dadier going to be traded? What are the Knicks going to do? How they're going to free up that space? Now we don't have to worry about that. And if the Knicks, let's say they do need a backup and Tyler Kolek is not doing the job, right? I think then the Knicks will wait till the deadline and see where they stand. But for now, you rock out with this team, man. I saw Clarkson bringing up the ball. I think one person who's been having, to me, a solid preseason, and I knew once Thomas Thibodeau was out of here, I thought that Mikal Bridges you would see him doing more. I think when the ball needs to be brought up, I think he's going to be able to do that. Clarkson's going to be able to do that. Deuce McBrizzle is going to be able to do that. Tyler Kolek now ascends. That's what I think. And, of course, Josh Hart, injury and all. So I think the Knicks are going to be fine. I think the Knicks are going to wait and be patient. Now, there are things the Knicks can do, right? There are guys out there. You've got Alec Burks, who Tibbs clearly taught him, he trusted him not one time, but twice to play point guard on both stints with the Knicks. So he's got that experience, and he is, at 34 years young, he can definitely score with the best of them. But what about, the Knicks what's going to happen? I'm looking at, and I know some of you Knicks fans can't stand him, but Cameron Payne, what happens with him? Does Indiana cut him? They already cut Dylan Wright, who he played well with the Knicks. What do the Knicks do? The Knicks do not have to panic, but they will have to make a decision. And I think with the retirement, I think it's easy. I think Bacom Dadier is going nowhere. Tyler Kolek is going nowhere. And you just sign, you're going to sign Landry Shamet and rock out. That's what I think. And if the Knicks have a problem at, heading into the deadline, then they will revisit moving up Bacom Dadier. All this stuff of Deuce McBride is going to have to be moved. Are you serious? For what? To keep a veteran? You're going to trade a young asset and talent in Deuce? Nope. I don't think so. But what say you Knicks fans? Were you surprised? And what do you want to see the Knicks do? Let me know in the comments. And now it's that time. Baseball fans, Yankees fans, just when you thought the ALCS was going to be a rout in favor of the Mariners, the Blue Jays woke up last night to the tune of 5 home runs, and the series now is 2-1 as the Blue Jays bats have woken up. Let's see what happens. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in, folks. I'm on most social media platforms at SamIAnalyze. Please like, share, subscribe, and you see that notification bell to the right. Please click on that. That will let you know the next time I drop another video. Thanks for tuning in. And as always, à tout à l'heure.